Hi, I'm Matthew Fell. I am the assistant band director at Amador Valley High School. I have been teaching music for 5 years now, and this is my first year at Amador Valley.
Alright, cool. So, Mr. Fell, I would like to ask you, which college did you go to?
For my undergrad, I went to Biola University, which is in Southern California, outside of Los Angeles in Orange County. I studied music education and trombone performance there.
And so, I would like to know, how did college specifically kind of affect how you use your money compared to before?
Well, I went to a private school, and my parents couldn't really help me with the funding of it. So between scholarships and student loans, that's how I paid for college. So how does that affect my monthly budget? A lot, because I'll be paying off college for a long time. It was an investment into my future. I couldn't do what I'm doing without college, and now is the way to make it work for me.
So, how many student loans did you have through college?
Too many. To be honest, my between undergrad and graduate school, I have myself around $90,000, which is a lot of money, and then my wife has a similar number, which is a lot of money. So combined, we're on student loans paying off a house, is what it feels like.
So, what methods are you using to pay off your student loans?
Well, we obviously budget for it. One of the main things is when I was in school, I did work just to kind of cover everything else, but I wasn't paying off my loans then. You have the option of paying off your interest on it, and looking back, I wish I had, but I just didn't feel like I had the means at the time. So this is a cautionary tale. Don't do what I'm doing. I did it because I was so kind of passionate and just hell bent on becoming a band director that I didn't want anything to get in the way, and so and I wanted to do it as quickly as possible. So that's why I went that route.
Okay. So, compared to the past, what are your thoughts on student loans today?
Well, when I was going into college, student loans were a necessary evil. And now that I'm out of college, student loans are the devil. I hate them greatly. But I have a job that I'm able to pay for them with. And again, like I said, they were the bridge to what I wanted to get to. So it's just kind of that thing. I wish I had done community college. The area I lived in, community college, there's only one community college for a huge area, and I lived out in the high desert, and it was not a very classy area. So the idea of going to that same school with all the people I went to high school with and kind of getting stuck up where I used to live and just living there the rest of my life was scary to me, and I didn't want that, so I wanted to get out of town. Had I lived in a more affluent area growing up where there were more options, I probably would have done a couple of years of community college, or at least knocked out a bunch of my credits in high school at a community college, so that I would have been able to get through faster.
And so, lastly, I would like for you to give one piece of advice to all the other seniors or people going to college now.
One piece of advice: try to do it without any debt. If you can do it with a little bit of debt, that's fine, but it feels like you'll never have to pay it off. And then once you do have to pay it off, it is like a tidal wave, and it all hits, and it's a scary thing.
Do you have any advice for how they could go through college without having any debt?
Yeah, get scholarships. Look for schools where you can get a full ride would be nice. Or I went to a private school. Had I gone to a state school, it would have been so much less. But at the time, I felt like the quality of my experience in college, that was important to me. Biola is also a Christian school, so that was a big deal for me. So I wanted to, and I don't regret it. However, I'm not enjoying paying it off right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Thank you so
you're
much
welcome.
for your time. And